Ahoy! He's the comic book hunter, also known as
I'm
just
here.
Hunter. And I'm Tyler. You could call me JD. And this is a hero story episode 285?
I don't know.
285?
I don't know.
Shit, let me look at it. Hold up. Should have been
I
on
haven't been
this.
here in a minute.
Shouldn't have been on this. 284. Well, I'm in the
There you
future.
go.
284. Yes.
Close to 300. Oh,
And we're doing a kind of not a reboot, but a different take on a classic episode that happened about a year ago, which was
yeah,
Harper's talk show, where
yeah.
we
Oh,
couldn't
this
all
is your
record at the
talk.
same time, and so we had to one of us
Cut it up.
hosted and then talked to the other hosts. So I'm
Hmm.
talking to you first because later I'm talking to Harper. JD's
Yeah.
dead. JD's still dead. They tried the
Well,
resurrection spell. It kind of failed.
there's rumors that he's alive, and I want listeners to maybe send us something on a hero story. We found out that there's a place in New York called JD's Tavern.
Yep.
There's a place near my house called JD's Sweet Shop, and it's a
Yep.
candy shop. There's a
Yes.
place near Harper's house called JD Woodworking or something like that.
No. It was JD's bar and grill.
Bar and Grill, yeah. So
JD's
JD seems to
woodworking.
have like businesses around the world.
Yeah,
So if
first off, send us your closest JDs, right? It's
yeah,
JD's hardware, JD's whatever. I'm sure there's a lot of them. And then also dig deep into them and we're going to understand the depths of this corruption.
yeah,
We
because
always
where
joked
is
about
he?
him being a gangster, but he maybe does have a worldwide ring of stores.
He might just, yeah, because even then, like we all confirmed a time for recording today, and JD, all he said is, "What happened to recording Thursdays?" Which
I
we
know.
told him about a year ago
I
why
know.
we don't record
I know, man.
Thursdays.
I know. What happened to
So,
recording on Thursdays? You know what? Those were the
well,
glory days where all of us were just
mhm.
children.
Yeah, pretty much. I can record next Thursday probably,
Oh, maybe.
but
Yeah, because today's Saturday, by the way. It's Saturday night. I know
yeah,
that
it's a
people know this
late
because
show.
uh the podcast isn't up, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a late show. It's a little bit on me. We joke a lot that I am broke on the show, like I have no money.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. I seriously live paycheck to paycheck, and it's become quite a problem. So, and it's funny to laugh about, but like it's seriously like I got to the point where I'm like, oh God, this is like really bad. So I got a
Yeah.
second job. So now I work two jobs, so I'm able to afford to survive a little bit better. But because of that, I'm not available as often. I actually just got home from work and we're recording now. And because of the
Mm.
timing, Harper can't be here and JD still doesn't understand why we're not recording Thursdays.
Because he's still
So
dead.
yeah, because he's still dead and maybe running different shops around the world. So yeah, anyways, that comes to the point that send us your shops that you have near you or your businesses with JD in the name. Preferably take a picture next to the sign and then send it to us, and maybe we'll post like
Yeah.
a huge compilation of them all.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we'll
Um,
see.
we're praying for you, buddy. We know we know how hard you work. You know what? We're all in a
Yeah.
text chat right now. We all have iMessage. We found out, oh my God, we can actually just text each
Hmm.
other instead of having to
Hmm.
go through Instagram for 4 years. We never
Yeah,
thought about actually just texting each other because it's so much better.
it's a lot better. Yeah.
Um, but so we know how hard you work. We know
Yeah.
how much you put
It,
into it.
it's rough. But also like you got rid of your Instagram, so you have no idea what's happening in the world.
No, yeah, no, I've disconnected. I love it. You know what? It's great. It's
Mhm.
great for the mind.
You
The
missed
this
the Costco guys controversy, which is good.
what?
Yeah, they did a video where at Costco they would go to people eating double chunk chocolate
Double
cookies.
chunk
And
chocolate
they'd be like,
cookies.
so adult, they'd say that, and the
Yeah.
people are awkward, like, yeah. And then Big AG would take the cookie and start eating in front of them, like they're a cookie.
Uh,
So they're getting a lot of backlash to that.
but no.
Yeah,
You know what? I wish I didn't ask.
it's
I wish
okay. It's
this makes me
okay.
sad. This makes me sad.
So yeah, they haven't posted any apology video, but they also haven't posted in like 2, 3 days,
You have
which is,
Costco's near
their
you, right?
song says like we're on your FYP
Yeah,
every quarter past three or something.
yeah,
So
yeah. Every
yeah.
afternoon on your FYP, we'll be bringing the
Yeah,
boom,
so
right? Yeah.
people are
Uh,
just like, are you just eating people's food? And it's like they're not like, oh, here's $1,000 after like that. No, they just eat their food and then it comes to the next person.
do you do you have a Costco near you?
Yep.
You gone and had a double chunk chocolate cookie?
I it's too far to like get groceries at, so I
Yeah.
like don't go. there.
You know, I
So
actually like it's something I would never do, honestly. Like I never fall for a fucking trend or something. But there's a Costco near my mall, and it's always on the if I'm ever going to the movie theater to get this always past Costco. So, I was like, I'm gonna go get a fucking double chunk chocolate cookie and a chicken because I'm like, what is the big deal? And
yeah, yeah.
that's when I sent you the video.
Oh yeah, he
And
did.
the chicken bake is the most rancid thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Yeah, Big
It's
Justice loves that.
Big Justice loves them to an absurd amount because they suck. And the double chunk chocolate cookies it's just a big cookie.
Yeah.
And
So
listen,
it's just
who doesn't enjoy a good cookie?
AJ
But
does a little too much.
but goddamn. Anyway, you
I
know
don't know,
what?
to ease your troubles, I won't. I'm sure people are trying to find that video now. I lied about all that, by the way. So we'll just get into the news here.
You
I
son of a
just made that
bitch.
up. I
How
don't
did
know
I believe
why.
you? I don't know why I'd ever believe you.
I was gonna reveal at the end of the show, be like, I lied, but I realized I'm probably gonna forget.
And I'll just
Just
go on
lied
being
on the
like, and I'll
internet.
think about that tomorrow, and I'll just be like, God, man, the Costco
Yeah,
guys.
so we'll jump into the. We do have some comic news this week. I didn't read any
Yeah,
comics because I'm still going through burnout, I guess.
yeah.
But we
He's
have
still giving
some of the
up.
superhero stuff.
He's not. He's just
Um,
Hunter now. He's dropped the comic book.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. I read One Piece on One Piece Hunter. That's all I
Manga
read.
Hunter. Oh.
Yeah, because I'm like maybe I don't like reading, but then I spent like 4 hours reading yesterday. So,
Mhm.
we got Venom 3.
We did get Venom 3. The Venom 3 trailer. You watched it?
Yeah. I actually watched it today. Like
You watched it
I
today?
realized it's been like 5 days since it came out, and I realized I haven't watched it. And even though it's been out, it's like the one thing I wanted to talk about without watching it.
Yeah,
So
you were gonna watch it.
yeah, but no, I ended up watching it.
Yeah,
I watched it twice.
yeah. I watched it yesterday. I went to go take a piss at work, and I was checking
Awesome.
my phone, and I was like, "Oh, sick, Venom 3 trailer." So I'm had the phone out. I'm washing my hands, and then Venom goes, "My creator," and then they show fucking
No.
Null, God of the Symbiotes. And listen, I've got all this podcast for years, and I've said Null is stupid. But oh my god, dude, I backflips for days, man.
You got excited for
I was
this? Oh,
so because just fuck it. I love when they just take a big story, except for Secret Wars, but when they take a big story and they just say fuck it. For sure. Sure. I'm at the point where I'm like,
yeah.
fine. Why not? Do Null. Do Null in the Tom Hardy Venom movies.
I just feel like two things are gonna happen. It's either gonna be he's in it for 10 minutes and he dies from Venom.
Yeah.
Venom beats him. He's in the third act and he just gets beaten. Or he's also still in it for 10 minutes and nothing really happens with him. It's just like it sets it up for a future release, but this is also the last Venom movie, so who knows when
Yeah,
we'll see
allegedly.
him.
Here's my theory. I think this is the type of movie to do this. And by my theory, I mean I just came up with this while you were talking.
Okay.
Um, what if the whole point is like, oh, Null's coming to Earth, and Null is like, he's like the Trade Federation ship in the Phantom Menace, where if you destroy him, all the droids shut off. So
Okay.
if you kill Null, all the symbiotes shut off, and Null's gonna destroy Earth. And Eddie's like, oh my god, we have to kill Null, but if I kill Null, I kill Venom, and then
Oh,
they have to do it, and that's when they say their emotional goodbye. I'm with you to the end, Eddie, or whatever. And
and
then he
then he
says
dies,
goodbye to
yeah.
Null, and then at the end, you can maybe have like a little squiggly move or something. There you go.
Oh my God, you spoiled it. Yeah,
I
that's gonna
spoiled.
happen, like
Sorry, man.
guarantee.
Sorry.
No, that is gonna happen. We're gonna see like a cut of Carnage wherever he ended up,
Yeah.
and it's
Dead.
just gonna he's just gonna blow up.
No, recently having rewatched Venom: Let There Be Carnage,
Mhm.
he eats Carnage's head off and then absorbs the symbiote.
Oh, that's right.
He says, "Fuck this guy."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I only saw the movie in theaters. I
it's
don't
so
remember.
good, dude. It's so good.
There's two theories right now about who Null is. Some people think
Yeah,
it's
played
the
by.
actor that played the lizard
Yes, because he's
because
also
he's
in
in
this
this.
movie.
Yeah, and he's got like long hair. So maybe it's like
He's good,
Null in
man. He's in
disguise on Earth.
House of the Dragon. He's real good.
Yeah.
He's good.
I haven't watched House of the Dragon, but like
Reese Ifans. Uh,
he's good in Amazing
he is good as
Spider-Man.
Kurt Connors too.
Yeah. But the thing is, I saw a post being like, this is Null because Null could shapeshift because he's a symbiote. I'm like, he's never I don't think he's ever shapeshift before,
He's
ever.
never. What are you talking about? Shape shifting?
It's like,
What?
yeah, he's like disguised himself as a human on Earth, like the comics. I'm like, I don't think he ever did that.
He's in like one story. He's on Earth.
Yeah, only one story on Earth. Yeah, he's in a couple stories in general, but he
Yeah.
doesn't change his appearance ever.
No.
So he
He's
always just
vampire
looks
or
like that
vampire.
guy.
He's symbiote Dracula. You know, he's just
Yeah,
always had that.
basically.
It looks sick. I mean, I know. Again, like I've shit on Null for years, but I have gotten now to the point where I'm like, dude, Null was the golden days, man. Like
He was a good
when
villain,
we
and he
were
was set up
building
for
to
years.
Null, the whole
Yeah.
setup, Venom, Absolute Carnage, King in Black. I think about it now where I'm like, I didn't know how good we had it. Donny Cates on Venom, where it's just like, oh my god, dude, like change the game,
It's
you
good.
know?
Yeah, it's very good.
Made Venom like a cosmic mythic player in the Marvel universe to where he
Hmm.
wasn't stupid anymore. I remember just thinking like, oh my god, Venom is so dumb. He's got 90% shit comics. At least Eddie Brock does. And he's like old and tired because he's like a
Yeah.
90s relic. And then Donny Cates is like, no, he's actually like the he's actually a symbiote epic cosmic, god
Yeah, he's like
trilogy
a
or whatever.
warrior
Yeah.
royalty and like, yeah.
It's like an epic cosmic story, the Venom story, the story of Eddie Brock. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, I guess it is. I
Yeah.
guess Eddie Brock is like a good character.
He is, and he like didn't he like run over a child when he was like
Yeah,
a
no, he
teenager?
he killed a kid. Yeah, he killed a kid.
Yeah, when he was like 16 or something.
But maybe
So
they
they
didn't
gave
have it.
him
Maybe Donny
death.
Cates retconned that. I don't remember.
No, I think Donny Cates is the one
That
who
was
added that.
previous before Donny Cates. I think he
Oh, did he
references it.
retcon? Yeah, he does. There's like a flashback scene to when it happened. But
Um,
yeah, good run in general.
good run in general. God,
But
no,
I don't want Null in the Tom Hardy Venom
no, of course
movies.
not. No, no, of course not, dude. A null in a perfect world. I mean, could have been like the Sony event movie where we actually
Yeah,
care about any of those characters. And obviously I don't want the Sony event movie because I don't care to see Morbius and Madam Web and
Madam Web.
Venom and whatnot. But like if it was like Spider-Man and
Do Andrew,
the
yeah.
Avengers even, I mean obviously
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen, but that could have been
yeah.
sick. It would have
He
been.
could have done amazing Spider-Man stuff.
Do you
But
think, and by do you think I mean I know you think this, just they totally dropped the ball with these Venom movies.
oh yeah, they made
Like
them weird comedies.
weird, silly, goofy comedies. Like I know that there's a layer of Venom that is inherently goofy, but we could have been serious about it.
This
No,
could have been like a really serious. I mean, it's not gonna be like Godfather or anything, but like this could have been
no, yeah,
like a trilogy. Like it could have been a horror superhero trilogy.
yeah.
You could
About
have
a
made it
guy that's
horror.
dealing with this addiction to like this suit that it makes him a hero. It's like such a weird, Venom. It's such a weird story in general, but like the fact that Venom 2 is like such a silly movie. It's just sillier than
Yeah.
like some like kids movies.
Yeah.
It isn't like a
It's
kids
very.
movie. It's like a grown up kids movie. Like my nephew's addicted to Venom. I guarantee you that if I showed him Venom Let There Be Carnage, he would think it's like a movie that's like made for him,
Yeah, yeah, probably.
because it is.
Yeah,
And
because he
uh
probably watch it. I assume he's like a toddler.
he's 7.
7. Okay, yeah. So he would probably watch it and think like he shouldn't be allowed to be seeing this because it's
Yeah,
like
no,
this is
exactly.
the
That's what I mean.
darkest movie ever
Yeah,
made,
this
but
is like
you feel
this movie
so
speaks
cool.
to me, man. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
go to school and it's maybe like, I know
Yeah,
Carnage.
I saw Venom, man.
Yeah, Carnage,
Ever
he's a
heard of Venom?
serial killer.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Oh,
bites Eddie Brock when he's like being interviewed.
yeah, and he also uses his tendrils and goes into the computer.
He does, yeah. But yeah, Null was rumored for this movie when it was announced.
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely not going to happen. I thought there was no way they're going to do Null because Null's like an actual character you have to make serious. And these movies are,
Yeah,
yeah. And
he was rumored from the beginning, and when he was rumored, it's just like, yeah, they've already cast him as Norman Reedus. So is that still the case here?
maybe
Like, I don't
that
think.
that
I
would be
think if they
insane.
show Null's face and it's Norman Reedus, I don't think it's taken seriously.
Yeah, that if the symbiote dragon opens its mouth, Null
It's
walks
like,
out and it's
and it's
Daryl.
Daryl Dixon.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got like a symbiote crossbow.
yeah.
I just I think
That
the actor that plays the lizard, I forget his name already. I
he
think
would
if
be
he
good.
was Null, he
He'd
would
be a
look
good
good.
Null. He'd be a
He would
cool Null.
look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like we said, Null's like symbiote Dracula. He just looks like a Dracula kind of character for a symbiote. It's like he lives in like
Yeah.
this evil mountain made of symbiote or castle made of symbiotes. He looks like that kind of character.
Yeah.
Um, and it looks awesome. He looks so cool.
He does look neat.
He's
Yeah.
got the red art. He's got the red kind of Venom logo with the
Doesn't he have a
symbiote
sword
plating.
too? Yeah, he's
He's got
got a
the
sword.
Necro sword. He's got the
Yeah.
sword that Gore the God Butcher
Gore.
uses, which
Yeah.
again is so sick. It's just Donny
Yeah,
Cates
he's
like connecting the dots.
and he's just a cool character in general. When they find out that the symbiote planet isn't a planet, it's just millions of symbiotes holding him down so he
Yeah, and
can't
then the
escape.
word that we thought was the word for their species is actually their word for cage,
Hmm.
Clintar. Oh my god, that
That's
that
sick.
that is retconning at its finest. That is
Yeah.
retconning where I'm like, yes, like the old shit's lame as fuck. This is what I'm talking about.
That is I'm gonna, what the heck? That is the coolest thing ever. Clintar. I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, because Bendis retconned when in Guardians of the Galaxy. You read that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, when they go to the planet of the symbiotes and they're called the Clintar, and actually they're like nice guys, but Peter Parker drove Venom insane. Um,
Hmm.
Donny Cates like, no, no, no. Clintar is their word for cage because they're hiding in their center, the symbiote god. Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's and the Venom movie isn't gonna do this because he's just sitting on
Just
a throne.
because he's and because Venom's silly.
Yeah, they're gonna
It's
make him. He's gonna say something like, "I've been expecting you," and Venom and Tom Hardy are gonna speak at the same time, and like talk
what?
over each other, be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you go, no, you go." Like that's what's gonna happen.
Oh my god, that is my creator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like their humor is similar to the humor that's probably gonna be in the Minecraft movie. So
Yes, yes. By the way,
they're
that
gonna,
Minecraft
they're
movie.
yeah. You
We need
guys
to
talked
talk
about it
about
last
it.
week, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I missed that conversation. I haven't caught up on the podcast, but
Thumbs up on the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, yeah, thumbs up all the way. I'll
Thumbs
see that in a
way up.
suit. I saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie in a suit, so I'll see this one in a
Oh my
suit.
god, he did.
I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm gonna mention that on the podcast real quick. When the Five Nights at Freddy's movie came out, I went with some friends opening night wearing suits as a joke,
You did
saying
tell
like we
us.
take this movie seriously. And we
Yeah.
had like champagne glasses to put our Diet Coke in. We got to the theater, and as soon as we walk in, it's packed in there because it's like
Five
children
Nights
love
at
this
Freddy's. Yeah.
and edgy people love this. And we bumped into another group of like 25-year-olds also in suits, and they just looked at us and we all started laughing. Like it was the funniest thing. So yeah, I plan on doing that again for the
Oh, I hope you see
mic.
those guys again.
I hope so. They better be there.
Yeah.
They're just like, are you guys taking this seriously? And we're like, no. They're like, yeah, we're not either. So
That's awesome.
it was funny.
Man, that was like when people went to go see the Minions
Yeah, the
2 or
minions
whatever.
like dressed up. That's kind of
Yeah.
what we got the idea for, but we were the only ones. Well, we
That's
thought we'd be
awesome.
the only ones doing it. Yeah, I guess that's Venom 3. It's gonna be the movie of the year. It comes out next
Yep.
month, so
Comes
it's
out
very
next
soon here.
month. Yeah.
Me and you, we rank our movies on Letterboxd. Do you think you'll be top three for this year?
Top one.
Oh,
Number
better than
one.
Dune. Better than
Better than
Dune.
Dune 2.
I was gonna say it's gonna be near the bottom for me, probably.
No, here's
Okay.
a great epic space sci-fi movie about, these questions about, what's larger than humanity and whatnot. And here's Dune 2. Like
That's
this Venom
true.
is what I'm talking about.
I guess we did just talk about how cool Noah is.
Yeah. My
But
top three
also
so
just
far are Dune Part 2, Challengers, and the First Omen. God, First Omen's a good movie, man.
you really liked the
It
first
was
one.
creepy, man. I was like, oh god.
It was very good. My top three are Dune 2, Inside Out 2, and Furiosa, which I guess you could say Fury Road 2 in a way.
Yes, Inside Out 2 is my number four. God, that was a
It,
fucking good movie too,
it
man.
was really good, yeah. Number four for me is I Saw the TV Glow, which is
I gotta
very,
watch it.
very good.
I know,
You
I gotta
should. The
check
music's
it out
very
though.
good too.
I'm waiting for it to get on Max, like next week or something.
Yeah, probably
Um,
soon.
Next bit of news. So I have written down here Joker reviews, another movie that
Oh.
comes out next month.
So this news is a little old, but we never mentioned it.
Harper
So,
Knight.
but it came out Rotten Tomatoes. It was pretty low at first. It's gone up since.
Yes. Oh yes. Last
But
week you missed my joke. I wrote Joker 2 reviews colon full a deuce.
oh, did you guys talk about this last week?
Yes, I did.
Oh, oops. Okay, we don't have to talk about it then.
Yeah, no, but what do you think? What are your thoughts? Yeah, are you
It
excited for
makes
Joker 2?
me look. People are just like, don't let reviews get to you. Like, make your own opinion, and I agree. There's some bad movies that I like,
Yeah.
but it makes me just seeing these reviews makes me not like not excited at all. Like,
Yeah,
it was
you
like
think it's
90%. I'd be like, okay, Joker 2 is gonna be pretty good.
yeah.
But the fact that it's at like 52 or something on Rotten Tomatoes right now, 54 Metacritic, 5 out of 10 on IGN.
You excited though?
It makes me like I have my tickets. I'm seeing an opening night, but it just makes
Yeah.
me like Eh, okay,
Yeah, I know. I
I
know.
guess.
But
Like
I'm still gonna
I'll
see it. We talked about this in the chat. This one should be called Venom 2 and Venom 3 and Morbius 2. Joker 2 should
oh
switch titles. I just said Morbius 2.
so Venom 3 is Venom Before They Do, and
Yes.
Joker 2 is Joker Last
Joker the
Dance,
Last
which kind
Dance.
of adds
Joker the
up.
Last Dance. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
what is Folia do, whatever it meant, Madness
Yeah.
for 2. Eddie and Venom.
There you go. Yeah, it does work out. Like, look at like I can see my tickets on my movie app. I'm seeing Speak No Evil tomorrow. But Joker Full do like I feel like when the day comes, I'm seeing it with Chelsea, my partner, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, you want to go for dinner something tonight?" And I'll be like, "We can't. We're seeing Joker 2." And she'll be like, "Oh yeah." Like it's like
Uh
I can't do anything that night now because I have
yeah.
to go see
I have to go
Walking
see Joker
Phoenix.
2.
Yeah, being a
If you're at
skinny
home, you're
guy.
like, I don't really have time to watch TV, and then because the movie's gonna start, I'm gonna have to end the thing early, and like,
Hmm.
yeah, you're not gonna be able to do anything.
I just feel like that's gonna be the one day where so many people are gonna be like, "Hey, let's go do this. Let's go do."
Yeah,
Yeah, like people are gonna want to do things that day, and I'll be like, "I
like no, I gotta
can't,
watch Joker
guys."
2, man.
I mean, it's on a Thursday, so JD's gonna think that we're recording.
Yeah, well, he's
It's
probably gonna
like,
go see it.
yeah, he likes musicals,
He likes
so
Joker. He likes Joker. That's the more
he
important thing. He likes Joker.
he does. So I don't know. I gotta here when I looked up Joker for they do reviews just so I can get the exact score, and the first thing that comes up is a Google review. I didn't know Google does reviews for movies.
Okay.
This is a guy named Hello Well. Hello
Oh,
Well. Wow, what a disappointment. I absolutely love the first movie. This movie is all over the place and just complete convoluted mess. I was worried when I heard the rumors it was going to be a musical. It seemed like an unnecessary risk and
I see it
addition,
here. Yeah.
but I had it in faith that the director and Phoenix, I had faith in the director of Phoenix. It isn't really a musical in a traditional sense. It's sort of a room drama with flashbacks and dream sequences, and it doesn't work. It doesn't add anything to the story that they were trying to tell. On the plus side, Phoenix is still excellent as Joker, as is Gleason, and it is shot beautifully, but in my opinion, Gaka is horribly miscast as
Oh
Quinn, and the
no.
chemistry is virtually non-existent. At 2.5 hours, it's just way too. It's
Two
two and
and
a
a
half
half
hours.
hours.
Whoa! Mainly because the pacing is completely off. Such a wasted opportunity for a success of the original. I didn't know it was that long.
It's dude, I pulled up this exact review. I was reading at the same time as you, and I just went, what? Two and a
No.
half hours.
How long was the first one? Hold on.
Oh my god,
The
that makes it
Joker
so much
movie.
worse. It's two and a half hours.
The first movie is exactly 2 hours, so it's 30
Remember
minutes
when
more.
remember when we all had to watch Wonder Woman 84 and we clicked it, we're like, it's 2.5 hours long. That movie is so
I
long.
sat my family down on Christmas Day to watch that.
Christmas Day.
I
Oh my
remember
god.
Harper watched it and he just like he kept skipping ahead. He said because
Yeah.
he was watching by himself, so he's just like skimming. He's like, "Is this important?"
What a bad movie. Probably
Or
will
so
be
for Harper, that
at
movie is
least
like
Venom.
40
We know
minutes.
Venom, The Last Dance, and Joker Folie à Deux will probably be better than Wonder Woman 84,
Yeah,
even being on the low
Venom, The
end.
Last Dance runtime.
I hope it's not 3 hours long or whatever.
Runtime's currently clocking in at 2 hours 20 minutes, so it's pretty
Damn.
close. Pretty
Jesus
close.
Christ. Isn't it remember dude, the last Venom was like a slim 90 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, are you more excited for Venom or Joker?
Yeah, bro, I'm so excited for Venom. You have no
Okay,
idea. I actually really am.
I kind of am too. Like I'm kind of excited to see Venom, but Joker I'm
Yeah.
just like dreading because it's not going to be silly or goofy.
Yeah, it's in
It's
like
just going to
2 weeks
be
or something,
dumb.
right? 3 weeks. It's in 3 weeks. So I'm seeing it
18
on my
days.
mom's birthday.
Is she going with you?
No, she would
She's like,
never. Yeah. I'm like, all right,
just
mom, I gotta go. I gotta watch Joker too.
it's a good excuse.
Yeah.
Penguin reviews.
Penguin reviews. You said when you told me this, you said the Penguin reviews have been mixed.
I thought they were, but I just Googled Penguin reviews, and the first thing
They're
that comes up is Rotten Tomatoes
yeah.
93%.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you
Okay.
talking about? Apparently it's better than the Batman.
But next to it, it says
Penguin though.
IGN 5 out of 10.
Oh, come on, IGN.
So they're haters.
I looked up Penguin and I'm like, why can't I find the show? It's because there's a fucking animal. They wrote
Oh,
the
hold on.
Penguin
My
show.
cat is scratching at the wall. Give me a second.
This cat scratcher at the wall. Good to know. I'm on
What the
IMDb right
heck?
now. Penguin.
Don't do that,
Oh my
man.
god, this show premieres in 5 days, dude. Is that next Thursday?
Hey.
This show's gonna be so fucking good. Next Thursday. I am so
Sorry, I'm in an
excited.
apartment, so I don't want to risk that.
No, you're good. Oh, I was just saying, I am so excited for the show. It comes out next Thursday. I'm looking
Oh,
at the cast
geez.
right now. So obviously Colin Farrell's gonna be so good. Are you excited to see Sophia Falcone? Remember she's in The Long
Oh,
Halloween. She's the
yeah.
Hangman in
Yeah, yeah,
in
that's
Dark
right.
Victory. I'm like, that's so cool. We're like seeing that character adapted.
I
But I
remember.
did hear, yes, there is a character in this show, played by an actress named Carmen Ejogo, whose name is
Okay,
Eve Carlo. It's the character. Could
okay.
be related possibly to Basil Carlo, who is Clayface. And there's
Probably then,
all
yeah.
these Clayface rumors about him in the Batman Part Two. Going the more serial killer route, like they did
Hmm.
in the new cartoon. And this could kind of give credence to that.
Oh, did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched at least the Clayface episode. Yeah,
Oh, I watched the first one and I didn't continue for some reason, but I will.
yeah.
I will
Clayface
get to it.
episode. It's basically it's. I think Matt Reeves has a direct hand in this show. Obviously, genuinely feel like this is maybe a test run for him to do this Clayface thing. I think it's because I think he wants to do Clayface because I think the kind of 1940s original version of him where he's a serial killer that has this weird kind of get up and whatnot. I think that really could appeal to him, especially based
Yeah,
on Riddler and stuff.
yeah, for
So I
sure.
think that this show, the one they did already, is kind of his kind of proving grounds. So they're like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'll do it in the movie.
Okay. I hope so. Is Batman 2 still happening?
Allegedly, we're 2 years out. So
It just feels like one of those movies is not. You know it's not. You guys probably talked about last week the oh, was that this week the Spider-Man director?
that was this week. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, we
We
forgot to
didn't
write
write
that
that
down.
down. Oh my
Okay,
god.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
get
get
to
to
that. We'll
that.
get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a
Yeah.
minute. Okay, I have something to say about that. But yeah, Penguin. I'm looking forward to it. I will watch it for sure. I
Yeah, I
don't
think it's
really
gonna be awesome.
watch TV shows that much. Like I watch The Boys,
I
but
gotta, you know what I gotta do is I gotta go to one of these fucking places that they set up in the city where it's like, get a beer with the penguin or whatever. I gotta go do that.
in New
I gotta
York,
go
yeah,
do that.
yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't watch a lot of TV shows as they come out, so I usually just binge when they're done. But I'll probably
Mhm.
watch this week to week. This I mean it's weekly
Yeah,
and
me
not
too.
all at once. But yeah, like I'm
100%.
looking forward to it. I'm watching Rings of Power right now.
Oh my God. I started the first episode of the new season. First of all, we're two of the only people that liked the first season, right?
I thought this first season was pretty good, but I
Yeah,
think
me
this
too.
season's fixed a lot of the problems that the first one had.
I think the first kind of, at least the bit that I've seen, I'm like, I like this, man.
The
I don't know
cinematography is
why.
amazing.
I don't know why I like it so much because I know it's like one of those things where it's like nobody likes this. But
Well, I mean, a lot of people complain because it's a woman
yeah,
on
but I've
screen.
never seen a person in my life really ever talk about it ever, and it's the Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
yeah,
Um, but I enjoy it. I think it's good.
yeah.
I think Galadriel's real good. I like the guy that plays Sauron.
Yeah, Sauron's really good. I like the dwarves. I think everyone's well casted. I think the
Mhm.
first season suffered with a lot of pacing problems
Yeah, it was just all
because it was
build
all
up to
set up.
one big, and their episodes were so long, dude.
Yeah, they are very long. And
Episodes that are like
this
80 minutes.
yeah, I will say if for those listening, if you watched the first season and you didn't like it, the second season they fixed a lot. We're 4 episodes in right now. I think it's pacing really, really well. It's a lot better. They're able to show action when it's needed, but they're actually developing characters. And Sauron, now that we know who he is, he's really cool. It's a
He
lot
gets to be an
better.
actual character. Yeah.
Yeah, because before he was just a guy.
Yeah, and we didn't
And
even know he
now,
was Sauron. He was just
and
an
now we know he's
idea.
the antagonist. So
Yeah.
every scene that he's in is like, okay, this is
And
good.
I
Because
wonder,
sometimes he's
because
still the guy.
yeah,
Like, but we
Amazon has
know he's
spent
evil.
$1 billion on this
Brilliant.
show for 5 seasons.
Oh, for
Um,
5. I didn't realize that.
and that's the
Okay.
thing is like, if this show did poorly, they apparently it's done well enough to where they are committed to the 5 season plan. I wonder if at the end of all this, in 20 years, when they film 5 seasons of this show, um, if it'll actually be like in the grand picture, like pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
they seem to like Hollywood in general seems to be like, all right, let's make Lord of the Rings stuff. So
Yeah, they
like
got
Rings
that
of
anime
Power,
coming out, right?
the anime is in
Are you
December.
gonna see
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I'll see it. I mean, it's gonna be in theaters.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it too. I really here's my Lord of the Rings thing. I never grew up on them. I remember
Hmm.
multiple times in my childhood, my dad sat me down and was like, "All right, you want to watch this? Lord of the Rings Fellowship." Um, and then I saw the runtime and multiple times went, "No, Dad, I want to go I want to go play video games or something. Like I don't
For
want to
three
watch
hours.
a movie for 3 hours."
Yeah.
Um, but then obviously I became an adult and was like, I have attention span. Like I could watch a movie for 3 hours. Like last week I watched fucking Godfather 2, and that movie's 2 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, that's
So
long.
yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, I watched them as like a 20-year-old. That was the first time I saw
Mhm.
Lord of the Rings. And I was like,
Yeah.
these are pretty cool. And then a
Yeah.
year later, I watched them and I was like, this is the sickest fucking thing I've ever
It's the
seen.
greatest thing. I mean, they're my favorite movies of all time,
Yeah,
so
I think,
I'm
and now
biased for
because
sure.
when I was a kid, I definitely like for some reason did not like fantasy stuff. I was like, I didn't like magic. I thought magic was dumb as
Oh, did you
fuck.
know like Harry Potter
I didn't like
growing
Harry
up?
Potter at all. I watched those as an
Ooh.
adult as well. So no Harry Potter,
Wow.
no fantasy, no magic. I was like strictly a sci-fi kid where I was like robots and aliens and spaceships. Get the fuck out of here, sorcerers and wizards and shit. But now
Yeah.
as an adult, I'm like, no, like the wizards are where it's at. Like you know
Yeah,
what I
they're
mean?
better.
Sorcerers and wizards and
So
and paladins
in
and oh my god,
in Winter
range. Yeah.
Soldier, when they mentioned Stephen Strange, did you like throw your popcorn at the screen and
I was
start
like, this is
booing?
so this is so fucking stupid. They're adapting the
Hey,
worst fucking Marvel
this is about
character.
Captain America.
Yeah.
No, not wizards.
Keep it grounded. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, fantasy is the shit.
Fantasy's cool, and
Yeah.
Rings of Power is very cool right now. I mean, you're
Yeah.
watching Game of Thrones for the first time, and that's very cool, except
Yes.
for the last
Yeah.
season.
It's very grounded fantasy, but now I've realized I'm like, oh, there is magic here.
Yeah, and I mean, there's dragons
No, I know, but it's
and
fairly grounded.
giants.
I think about this all the time. I'm like, God, these guys can't text each other. Like every issue would be solved if they could just call each other on the fucking phone. But
Hmm.
they just but they live in an age where you can't do that. I think about that all the time.
I mean, sometimes they find ways to get rid of it. Like in D&D, there's like spells where you can like contact people from far
Yeah.
away. There's like a phone call. Like I'm super into One Piece right now, and they have like snail phones because that's like a fantasy setting. But
Yeah.
they have like they there are phone. They're not real phones, but there is a way that they can contact each other from like across the world and
Mhm.
stuff. So yeah, phones are easier in general.
Phones
I
would make
get
things way easier.
I get that. Yeah, for sure. I guess yeah, we could
Spider-Man.
talk about the Spider-Man thing.
So Dustin Daniel Cretton, Chung-Chi director,
Hmm.
has joined on to direct Spider-Man 4. They're finally
Yeah,
fucking making
he's
Spider-Man
in
4.
talks, but it's pretty much.
Yeah, he's in talks like the Russo brothers were in talks. Like it's pretty much
Mhm.
it's almost if not is a done deal.
Yeah.
Um
And it's
good
supposed to
choice,
be
man.
next year. I believe a script
Filming
is
next year.
pretty much complete at this point. So he was
I
just
think it's
brought on to
filming
direct.
next year. Filming in 2025. They're aiming for early 2025.
Yeah. So
Um
before Avengers Doomsday,
yes.
which makes sense.
Um I think it's a really good choice.
The action is going to be amazing.
It's gonna
Uh,
look so. That's the main thing. Is I really hope they okay. This movie now they're actually making it. We've talked about a lot what they should do with it, and I think we both agree that we want the street level Daredevil gangs, Kingpin stuff, right?
mhm.
100%.
Yeah.
And you couple that with the Peter Parker who's never been more alone and who's trying to fight this addiction that is Spider-Man because it's the only thing that gives him life anymore, blah blah blah. And you can do all that good drama and stuff, where his life
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
just being completely consumed by Spider-Man because Peter Parker doesn't exist. And
Yeah.
you put that in a nice slick package, you get some cool action scenes, you get some web swinging in there, and we have a deal on a good Spider-Man movie. And I
Exactly.
think I think that's all we want, right?
Yeah.
Do you think
I,
that they're gonna fuck it up?
if they go with Sony desperately wanting to do another multiverse movie,
Oh yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
But if they go with the grounded route, no, I don't think so. I think it's a good director. And the fact that it's a different director from the last trilogy means
It's
that
cool,
there's
yeah.
not really further attachments to Ned and MJ.
Well, I
Because
think
I
they.
don't
I
want to
think.
see him.
I think we're gonna get probably at least Zendaya in this one.
Maybe
Um,
like end credit scene you see her.
no, I think they could. I guess she lives in Boston. It really wouldn't make sense. I would be fine if there was like he's trying to get to know her again, but she's become like a side character and not
Yeah,
necessarily a main character.
yeah,
Um, but they're probably gonna shove her in there somehow. But I do agree with you. I don't hope that they just reverse it in this movie. I do
yeah,
hope we get some time to spend with other characters. I think I would love Black Cat to be in this movie.
Yeah, me too.
Would be
This is like
super
a
cool.
perfect opportunity to bring her in
Yeah,
too.
especially for the grounded kind of street level stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think there is any way that they could do a synthesis of the Marvel and the Sony version where it's street level and multiverse level?
Uh,
Do you think that could make any sense at all?
Maybe if the multiverse stuff is bringing the other Spider-Man in, but I don't know. I want Kingpin to
Yeah.
be the villain.
Yeah,
Like I want,
I think we want grounded time. I don't want any MCU tie-ins besides Daredevil, besides Kingpin, but they could fit in the story. I
yeah,
don't want and because the unfortunate thing about the Tom Holland trilogy is that they are extremely tied to the MCU.
yeah,
Everything that
which is
happens in them,
cool, but
which was
yeah,
cool at first, but it's like, okay, can we get like an actual Spider-Man movie where he's doing
it's
his own
annoying
goddamn
in
thing?
Homecoming. I find.
No, I love Homecoming. I think
I do too. I think Homecoming's a good movie, but it is like very much like, hey, remember this is in the MCU? Because like when he puts on the mask, he's like, oh, it's the mighty Thor, and he's like
yeah.
referencing every
Yeah,
character.
I mean,
Like,
it is literally called Spider-Man Homecoming. He's like where he's home
yeah,
at Marvel.
yeah,
Um, but I just want the street level stuff. Even if they don't weirdly do the continuity fuck up in Venom 3, maybe get the symbiote on him. You
yeah.
know, do that arc with Tom Holland. I want Tom Holland to be a more definitive Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland's really
Mhm.
good as Spider-Man,
He is.
and now I want to see him play the version that he set up at the end. You know,
Yes,
that's the
yes, I
version I
agree.
want to see. Yeah.
My first thoughts when this director was announced is we are never getting a Shang-Chi 2
Mm-mm.
ever. Because he was
Simu came
attached
out.
to Kang Dynasty originally.
Yeah, Simu came out and said, it's gonna happen. It's just I don't know when. And at that point,
He
it's like,
says
well,
that
maybe
every month.
I know.
I
I feel
feel
bad
like.
for him. I feel bad for him because he was probably promised like the whole gig. Because I guarantee you, Shang-Chi was going to be extremely important in the Kang story.
Yep,
I feel like the Ten Rings were Kang tech.
yep.
So he must have gone from like, I'm the lead of an Avengers movie to I don't even know if I'm getting my sequel. I feel bad. I feel like
Yeah,
he was promised a lot. He was sold
yeah.
a bag of goods and now he's like, Jonathan Majors, come on, man. What the
He probably
fuck?
will be in Avengers and
He's
Secret Wars,
100%
but
going to be in Avengers. We need to see him in Avengers.
it's just weird because this movie was good and people liked his movie, and then it's just we're 3 years now, or almost 4 years, I think, and nothing.
3 years, 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just nothing at all. So
No, nothing at all. Especially this post-credit scene sets up him in this larger universe.
yeah, yeah, with Bruce and Carol and all them. Yeah,
Yeah, like you
so
could get him. I want at least. I would be okay with at least in maybe like a Thunderbolts or a Captain America 4 that you get like a cameo of him or something. You know, like
yeah, you can do
I'm
something like that.
if the rumors about Cap 4 actually having it, and these aren't rumors, I guess, because we saw a clip where Thunderbolt Ross mentions rebuilding the Avengers. If we get like a montage of him building the Avengers, get Shang-Chi in there
Yeah,
because people will cheer in the theater. You know,
yeah, people would be happy about that. And
be
people
like,
like him,
"Yay,
and
yeah,
Simu Liu, he loves Shang-Chi. Like he
yeah,
talks about him all the time. He said that was the greatest movie he's ever been in. It's his passion project. He can't wait to continue as the character. He posts sometime where he's working out, and he always puts like hashtag Shang-Chi workout. And
yeah,
he in his home gym, he has Shang-Chi painted on the wall.
yep." I've
Like he
seen that.
loves
Yeah,
this character.
yeah, he's
Like
very proud of playing this character. Yeah, and
yeah,
again, it's a good fucking movie, man. It's actually like a
yeah,
really good MCU movie.
but
Um, and they're just
yeah, it's just over.
yeah. But Spider-Man 4,
Yeah, Spider-Man 4 is going to be good. I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad it's actually happening because it feels like right now the MCU we don't know what's happening outside these Avengers movies. Like,
yes. Oh, and
yes,
also,
they're talking about Thor 5 and Doctor Strange 3, but we don't know anything about
yeah,
these
oh man,
things.
give me Doctor Strange 3. It is
Yeah.
good. This is a Marvel guy. This is not a Sony guy. So that tells me
Yes.
that there's some, further trust in Marvel Studios here.
Mm-hmm. And it's
Um,
just kind of we don't know what's happening. So
yeah.
is that
Um,
it?
the next thing I have on news is Marvel versus Capcom. You want to talk about this?
Oh yeah. Quick little fun fact about this. Marvel vs. Capcom is insanely good. It's amazing. People
It's
love it
awesome.
worldwide.
I
It
have
is
a
one.
distinct memory. I think I told you this of being at a laundromat in the city one day, very late at
Mhm.
night. I was probably like 7 or 8, and seeing an arcade cabinet of Marvel versus Capcom, and seeing Iron Man do the big
Yeah.
blast, which I have
Yeah.
an action figure of now, and that is like burned into my
It's a
brain
core
as a
memory.
meme. It is literally a core memory of that you could track all of this back to me seeing Iron Man do that shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it is amazing. It is
Yeah.
super competitive too, and loved in the fighting game community. I play competitive Street Fighter, so I'm like deep into this stuff, and I wasn't really into Marvel vs. Capcom competitively at all because I just played as a kid.
Mhm.
But it is loved, and it is extremely balanced and extremely fast, so it's competitive, and it's everyone loves it. But Marvel hates it.
For some
Marvel would
reason,
do Marvel would do these crossovers with Capcom to make really good fighting games that were better
I
than
think
Street
Disney
Fighter.
hates it.
Yes, yes. And then eventually the MCU took off and it became amazing and,
Yeah,
and everyone loved it.
Marvel decided they didn't need help anymore. They were
Yeah.
too big for their old friends and they abandoned them all.
They abandoned Marvel vs. Capcom
Yeah.
and completely. They weren't making any updates to the games. They
Yep.
weren't making any new games and everything. Everyone was like, okay, what now? What's next for the series? Because the series is so it sells so well. There's tournaments in Evo worldwide that
Iconic.
everyone loves, but
Iconic.
it's gone. So Marvel applied in like 2017, I think. Yeah, 2017. They're just like, okay, fine. We'll bring it back
Yeah.
without Wolverine, without the X-Men.
Without the X-Men.
Because this was during the time where Marvel hated the X-Men so much because they didn't have the rights in the MCU, therefore they were trying to get rid of them. So instead they put a Black Bolt in the game, I think.
Yeah, Captain Marvel and
Yeah, because you look at these games and like the faces of Marvel vs. Capcom is usually like Cyclops and Doctor Doom. Like those are
yeah,
like the main
I think
characters.
Cyclops. I think immediately think like Cyclops or think light blue Venom.
Yeah, like these characters are like usually what are the main like obviously there's still like Captain America and Spider-Man
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but like it's a lot of X-Men stuff.
Yeah.
And they made a Marvel's Capcom game where Captain Marvel was the main character. And this was right when Civil War II happened, so people weren't
Yeah.
really a fan of Captain Marvel. And so it failed completely. It was really bad. The game in general wasn't good. It's not just because of if bad sales and everything. Like it was a poorly made game. And people hated it. And Marvel just kind of went like, well, that's what you get. Too bad. We're not doing crossovers with any other company anymore. But
They're like,
now
see, yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah.
told you
There's
we were
see,
too big
you
now.
guys, yeah, you guys suck.
Yeah.
But now they're bringing Marvel vs. Capcom back in a collection it's releasing with
Yes.
like every single Marvel vs. Capcom game, including Capcom published Marvel games. Like there's a beat 'em up game called The Punisher where you play as
Dude,
Punisher and
I'm
Nick
like, yeah, I
Fury.
want to play as the Punisher. Yeah.
It's the Punisher and like classic Nick Fury going around just beating people up together.
It's
So they're bringing it back, which is a
JD's
sign. This is
dream
like a
video game.
yeah, literally. This is like a sign that they're like okay with crossovers again. Hey, what are you
Yeah.
doing there? Sorry, cat. So it's like people are liking, or Marvel is accepting crossovers again. They're putting money into bringing these games back, and
Mhm.
if it does well, then maybe we'll get another Marvel vs. Capcom one day.
I would
So
love one. I would love another
yeah,
Marvel vs.
it's just a
Capcom.
good sign. And obviously, like Disney owns the rights to the X-Men again, so
I bet
that's
maybe even
probably the main reason.
are they still are they still supporting Street Fighter 5 or whatever? What's the newest one? Street Fighter 6?
Six, like
Are they
Capcom.
still new characters and stuff?
Oh, of course, yeah. Terry is
Are there
out
going to be more
in a
DLC
week.
characters? Shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. We got and for the first time, like Street Fighter is very much like Street Fighter only, but for the first time in history for Street Fighter, they're doing crossover characters.
Yeah, so dude,
So
throw Iron Man in there. You know,
yeah, they it's possible now because
yeah,
they're
and then that could be your tease right there. And
yeah,
then
like there's a old fighting game called Fatal Fury. It's coming back though, but they're bringing two characters from that into Street Fighter 6. So it's like this is crazy because Street Fighter doesn't do crossovers ever. They've never done
yeah,
it before. So it's possible that they could do it now. It'll probably be a lot of money for them, but like, man, can you imagine? Like that would sell like
I
crazy.
bet I would
So
buy the game for that.
yeah, I mean, I bought Mortal Kombat 1 for Omni-Man. So crossovers, they do sales there for sure. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's just exciting to have it return here. But yeah,
it was cool.
that's the little story of how Marvel hated Marvel vs.
I'm excited
Capcom,
for
and
it.
now
I'm
they
definitely
love
gonna
it.
buy it.
I'm gonna buy it too. It's pretty soon here, I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. I really
You
am.
have TMNT stuff?
I do. I have. So okay, comics this week. Issue 2 of Jason Aaron's Ninja Turtles came out. Last issue was focused on Raphael. This issue is focused on Michelangelo.
Mikey. Yeah.
And remember, I told you that last issue I opened it and I had no idea about the status quo of any of these characters. And so I
Mhm.
saw Raphael in jail and I was like, oh my God. And so I went into this the same way. I didn't know anything about the status quo of Mikey in this universe. Dude, do you have any idea? Do you want to hear it? Do you want
No,
to
I
hear it?
have no. Yeah, you tell me. I have no idea though.
Michelangelo lives in Japan as a
Cool.
celebrity actor on a fucking TV show.
Okay.
He's a celebrity. They take pictures of him. They love him. He acts. He's like an action star. He does his own
Okay.
stunts. He's Michelangelo the Ninja Turtle. And I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, why not?
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
his dream right there.
Yeah, because it's also like it is such a ridiculous idea. Obviously, that we're at the point where like, oh, they accept Michelangelo. He's an actor. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's rich, but I thought it's also layered with really, really good writing because Jason Aaron, I guess, really loves the Ninja Turtles. Um, because there's the part where he's eating at this dinner and he's like, "Oh, it's like the most expensive meal I've ever had. It's the fanciest restaurant I've ever seen, but this isn't the best meal I've ever had, not by a long shot." And it's
Oh,
him thinking
nice.
about having pizza with his boys. And like, oh, that's so
That's
good.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just nice and fuzzy. But like this kind of weird, like he's on every billboard. It is silly, man.
I
Shit.
mean, you're far enough in this franchise that that's okay to do,
Yeah, no, that
honestly.
I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Why not? I haven't seen this
Yeah.
before. I
Yeah,
haven't
may
seen
as
this before.
well.
It's new.
Like I didn't like the latest movie's ending because I thought it was too soon for them to be accepted by society
Yeah, the
because they're
latest movie.
still
Oh, the
like just
newest
starting.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Mutant
liked it.
Mayhem.
I liked it.
I love the movie a lot, but I think the ending where it's like, "Hey, we're accepted." It's like I feel like you could have waited a little
You guys are
bit.
freaks. There's no way we'd accept you.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm really
No, I think
basically.
I think it's cool. I like
Have
it.
you
I
seen
like.
the series, the new one?
Oh no, I've not.
Oh
Is it
my
good?
God.
Oh, I saw a fucking.
Did
Did
you see
see
the
a
fight?
clip. Yeah, of that fish kicking the shit out of them. That was the hardest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think it's called Tales of the TMNT
Yeah. Anyway,
action.
Mikey gets jumped in this by a bunch of ninjas, and then he goes and finds Raph. And then the
Okay,
next issue is a Leo issue, and this cover is insane, dude. This cover's so good.
that
Um,
is cool.
but
Leo's my
I'm
favorite, so
yeah, I'm so excited for the Leo issue. Jason Aaron writing Leo, I'm like, yes, yes.
is Leo your favorite?
Um, okay, when I was a kid, Raphael all day, every day.
Yeah.
But I think I've grown to the point where I actually genuinely do think I like them all evenly.
Ah, that's lame.
I know. Maybe
You have to have
Michelangelo
a
a little
favorite.
less. I think Leo is the one that's grown on me the most. When I was a kid, I was a little bit like, oh, he's boring. He's like the square of them all.
Yeah, he is.
Um, but now I'm like, oh, I like that. So I
Yeah,
think,
he's the
all
leader.
right, here we go. Ninja Turtles ranking: Raph, Leo, Donnie, Mikey, and I love Donnie too. I think Donnie's great, but
Oh, our ranking's the same. Just switch the first two.
I love Raph. I love Raphael.
Yeah, he's cool.
I know you love that
He's
movie where
mean.
they fight on the rooftop.
I was to mention it.
I knew it. I knew it.
TMNT 2006, I want to say.
Seven.
It's good.
It's
It
not
gets
great.
hate. It gets hate, and it's fine. But
It's
I
not
think
great.
it's good.
Hunter
I think
likes
it's
it
good.
because when he was a kid, he saw that scene, right?
Yeah. Can you imagine being a child and seeing those two fight on the roof with
I
the neon
was,
lights? I
and
was like,
I did think it was awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was the coolest thing ever. So it stuck with me, I think. So that's the
yeah,
coolest TMNT fight, in my opinion.
ever. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, I guess besides that fish
Actually, yeah, or
in the new.
what was the latest movie besides the latest movie?
Oh my god, Out of the
Rise of the
Shadows.
TMNT.
Oh my god, yeah.
Have you seen that fight?
Yes, I have seen
The
that fight.
movie? Oh
Yeah,
my God. Go on Netflix if for listeners, look up or just go on YouTube and look up the fight scene from Rise of the TMNT movie. It is
same.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's so good. They fight through the sky basically. Like they get thrown through the air
Mhm.
and they're still fighting while like
Mikey
flying through
does
the
like
clouds.
some Man of Steel Superman shit. It's
Yeah.
it's so weird.
It's the coolest fight scene besides the fish that I fought in the latest series. But
Yeah.
here,
Also love
I'll
that
like
fish.
just pull like
It
I'm
is
just
awesome.
gonna
I know exactly what you're talking about. It is awesome.
I'll just skip ahead. Like it is very extreme.
Yeah, it's like a very, I was gonna say cartoony version. It is a cartoon,
It is
but
an anime
it's
fight.
yeah, it's an anime fight. I mean, Donnie's got Green Lantern shit. He's shooting missiles at him. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
crazy, but it is awesome.
You just get like there's new right here. This was the part I was thinking of. They're like falling down a building right here. Like
Uh-huh.
they're skating on the glass.
Yeah, it's sick.
again, the buildings are like floating because they're in like some sort of like dimension here. But it is the like going look at that. That is so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Like this is the coolest fight I've ever seen.
Yeah. And it's in Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles. It's in a Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
cartoon. I love
Just
the Ninja
God,
Turtles. I know you do too, but I really love the
yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, is that it? It's
I
Harper
think
next.
so. I read Fantastic Four. It was pretty good. Um, Johnny falls in love with an alien,
Oh, I saw
and
that. Yeah.
she looks like. Listen, I know we're not supposed to say this about sentient creatures, but she's disgusting. Like it's just a gross, it's just a gross creature that Johnny falls in love with. And I
Ugh.
get it. We're
It's
doing
like a big bug.
fantasy. We're doing fantasy. We're doing science fiction. You know, love who you want to love, but Jesus Christ, Johnny, you're a human being.
Yeah.
um, but
Even
it
when
was a
Star-Lord was like sleeping with aliens, they're still like humanoid.
yeah, but it was an awesome issue. It was actually I mean, it's just another 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear good things.
it's the best.
I'm too deep into One Piece to read comics at the moment, but
I
I'll be
also
back.
read Ultimate Black Panther. Just saw that. Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah,
really
Doctor
good.
Strange is coming in,
Dude,
right?
Ultimate Black Panther is actually so good. What are you doing not reading it? What are you
Does it
doing not
connect to
reading
the overall Ultimate story?
it? I mean, it will. I think it hasn't yet, not necessarily. I mean, Ra and Khonshu are on the Maker's Council, so that's what the story is about. But T'Challa is not like really aware of all that stuff.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
interesting that he has gods in the council.
yeah, yeah, and then he rules them too.
Yeah, that's
Fucking guy.
interesting. Yeah. The Ultimates are just screwed.
I know. He's, I really, the idea of such a cool idea for Ultimate Black Panther is Khonshu and his army of Moon Knights versus Wakanda is like
Yeah.
awesome tagline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it is a really cool book. And yeah, that's it. I mean,
Cool.
I want it to connect more, but we'll see. He's definitely going to show up. I mean, T'Challa is definitely going to meet Tony Stark. Tony Stark's
Yeah.
kind of the glue of this whole thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I bet it'll be in an Ultimates issue or something, or maybe that Ultimate Year One. They're gonna do a Year One issue,
That's right. Yeah,
So
that's coming pretty quickly next
maybe some of
month
the
or something.
characters will cross over in that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna find out who the Sorcerer Supreme in this universe is next issue.
Yeah,
So.
I'm curious about that. Just I guess just let us know because I'm not gonna read it.
Yeah,
I'm too deep into
that's fucked up.
manga book hunter now.
What happened?
Unfortunately. But yeah, I guess do I turn into Harper now?
I guess he said he might not record right after this because it's gonna be late for me. But you know what? I think I could thug it out. Who cares?
Do you
We'll
do you
see.
have plans tomorrow?
No, Sunday.
Oh, so you can sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got this. You should go see Speaking of Evil.
Right now, and then wait for him to come back.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah, I'll go see it right now. Oh my god,
Why
it is
not?
11 o'clock already. Actually.
Never
Yeah.
mind,
Anyway.
you're not going to be able to. But yeah, thanks for listening to me. I'm not going to be here next week, but I will the week after,
Yeah.
hopefully.
So here's my question. Leaving this, what did you think of the debate, Harper?
Hey.
So
What's
Hunter
up?
and I just recorded probably like 30 minutes ago,
Okay.
and
Oh, I know. You said you guys talked about news. I forgot what it was. I remember what it is now.
What?
Is it the Venom trailer?
So let's get to it real quick. Hold up. First of all, Hero Story 284.
Yay.
What'd you think of Hunter's part?
I loved it. It was so good. I like
loved
that thing
it?
that he said about me that was really mean. Yeah.
Yeah, he called you. It was weird actually. He called you HP Lovecraft's cat.
Yeah, that
I just really made me. It really made me deeply uncomfortable, and I was just like,
Can
so
you stop saying that? Yeah.
I cut it for the podcast, but now I'm bringing it up here so you can act like I leaked it.
Yeah, it's crazy that he just kept saying it like over and over again without pause, like
God,
without context.
he was like,
without
"I'm just
pause.
playing I'm trying to be Adam Driver's character in Black Klansman. I'm just acting, guys."
Yeah, I'm acting. It's actually not bad. It's okay because it's acting.
Yeah, that's literally like Quentin Tarantino.
I'm only saying because it's in the song. You can say it if it's in the song.
I love that. That's literally what Quentin Tarantino did. He was like, "Man, it's fiction, though. It's like
Have
I
I
don't
told you
believe
how
the
I
stuff
feel
I'm
about?
saying."
You know how I feel
All the
about
time,
Quentin
all the
Tarantino.
time. You say it all the time.
I fucking hate him.
I'm just saying, in Pulp Fiction, he wrote all those lines for himself, and he's like,
Yeah,
it's just made up though. It's just like
Yeah,
fiction.
it's
It's not
okay. I could
serious.
say it. I
I
could
mean,
be the
it's
worst
fiction. I
person
wrote it.
ever.
I made it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, dude.
If Jane was here, he would say that's so based. He would.
Harper,
Yeah.
talk to me
So
about
the
Venom 3.
Man, like, yeah, okay. So they're
I
doing
told
they're doing it.
I told Hunter I was okay. I told him this is exactly what I told him. I said I was at work. I went to the bathroom. I went to piss. I looked at my phone. I was like, Venom 3 trailer. All right, I'll check this out. I'm washing my hands. I watch the trailer. Null shows up, and I do like 10 or 15 backflips because I lost my mind, actually. I actually lost my mind. And I love that they're just going to shit the bed with Null.
Yeah, I was so sure this was gonna be a movie about nothing, and now I'm like, oh, it's a movie about something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be good. Like,
I know.
I think it'll be bad, but still.
So here's
Yeah,
my
man.
here's what I told Hunter again. This is my theory, and he said he thinks this is actually how the movie's going to end because I think it's pretty sound. I think that Null is going to work the same way as the Trade Federation ships in the Phantom Menace. You kill Null, you destroy all the symbiotes, and so Eddie's going to be like,
yeah,
Eddie's going to be
Ultron.
like, I have to kill him, but I'm going to lose you, Venom, and Venom's going to be like, do it, Eddie. It is worth it. I'm with you to the end. And then at the end, they have their sad goodbye, and then maybe they show like a little black squiggly at the end.
Doesn't that mean that the black squiggly that's in like No Way Home would also die because it's all part of the hive mind?
But Mordo, apparently he already got it. So
oh, that's never mind. That's right. It literally doesn't fucking matter, does it?
Yeah. Thoughts on that? Is that gonna be the ending to this movie?
I still haven't seen Venom 2.
It's awesome.
I'm probably gonna see this without.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
I've never seen Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Holy shit. I sent you in the chat. I sent in the chat that I took notes.
No, not you, father. You, father.
And you've never heard that before?
No, I've seen it. I've seen lots of clips on YouTube.
Oh,
I've just never watched the movie.
You've seen the part where Eddie goes.
That is a red one. That is a red one.
Where Eddie goes, before you, I had a life, okay? I didn't have chickens, but I had a dream. That's my favorite line.
That's my favorite quote. Oh my god.
Great movie.
We're currently, we've got one episode left of Game of Thrones. I was telling you about this in the chat last night.
Yeah.
God, it's fucking awful. I forgot how bad it gets. It really is.
I'm excited.
I was holding out hope that I'm like, maybe it's not as bad as I remember. And then like this episode, the 5th episode of season 8 is just, I can't even describe to you how bad it is. Like, we talk about that Mephisto issue a lot.
Yeah.
It's like the showrunners turns to the audience and went, you liked all of this? It's shit and you should hate it and it sucks and there was never any point. It is like, it's so bad it feels like an SNL parody that's like, look how bad this thing is. It's crazy, man. I've never seen something adapt something like it hates it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway, I don't know the point I was going to make in comparison to that. What were we talking about?
Venom?
How did I get to Game of Thrones?
Let There Be Carnage?
Let There Be Carnage.
I don't know. You said you're going to watch it, I think. Look at me glitching right now, by the way. Hold up.
Oh, yeah, you are.
What the hell?
That means I will be.
I wasn't glitching last week. Oh, this is pissing me off, man.
That is shit. Yeah,
but I think it means it's you because I wasn't like this with Hunter.
He has worse internet, so you can't blame me.
Yeah, but how would it be better? Anyway.
I don't know what the point I was going to make there was, but pretend it was really sound, and it makes like a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I can pretend that, I guess.
Oh my god. I actually have no idea what the connection was.
Something about Venom, something about Morbius, something about anything. I don't know. How about this?
Dude, I really don't know. That's crazy. I've never forgotten something so hard in my life.
Here we go. Look at how clear this was. This
wow,
is
what is that?
Camera.
Oh.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I was going to say, where are you going to put that?
This is a weird. Here we go. This is all DIY podcasting. Oh my god! You know what? Why not?
Wow, that looks good as fuck. Why does this look? This looks like the most professional episode yet. You've got depth of field and everything.
Depth of field. I've got proper color. Oh,
Oh,
Supergirl.
there's Zatanna, new 52 Zatanna on the back of your mag.
I think there is. Yeah, I have a lot of just random stickers.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There's a good Doctor Strange there.
Thanos,
Is that a
Thanos.
shitty? Is that a shitty Doctor Strange?
No, it's Valerio shitty.
Yeah, really shitty.
I don't believe so.
Oh.
Anyway, this isn't gonna work. We should talk. Here's what I wanted to talk about. So we're gonna talk about two things on this podcast, you and I.
Okay.
We're first gonna talk about how you've read Blood Hunt.
Oh yeah, I love.
And we're gonna talk about something else afterwards.
That's scary.
Vaguely related.
Can I do a show and tell?
Yeah.
Okay. So first things, this is not
literally
why
hold it
I
like
was
this.
late to the podcast, but this is the first thing I want to show. You've seen this,
Have I seen
but
it?
I'm so ecstatic.
Oh yes, Hot Toys Grand Admiral Thrawn.
I'm so happy with it. It's insane, bro.
It looks
good as
great.
shit.
It looks good.
It's
man.
unreal.
This is such bad podcasting on my part.
Look at his face.
He
Look,
looks
it's like
just
Lance
like-
Mikkelsen is coming inside of me or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But the reason I was late today is actually because I promised to, well, not I promised, but we had an agreement last night that we were going to go and watch. We were going to go book shopping. So I went
Did you
book
go to Wayne's
shopping.
shop?
So I went to Wayne's today, and I've some of the shit here you were going to look at and be like, what are you
We're
doing?
getting like a real camera effect on this though.
Dude,
Like,
that's
look at this.
fucking-
This is my POV.
It's me.
This is what I see.
POV. Your desk is a nightmare.
No. Only when I'm recording. It
Oh
has to
my
be such a
God.
fucking mess. Yeah.
What's he sent me?
But yeah. So anyway, what did you get
Oh,
from
dude,
Wayne?
dude,
Get from
Wayne's sending me memes and shit now.
Oh, Hunter?
No, Wayne, bro.
Wayne?
Wayne just sent me a Michael Myers meme.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So we traveled yesterday. We went to another town. So I went to a couple bookstores there. You've seen some of these.
I'm really trying to figure
I'm just gonna
this
I'm just gonna
situation
wait.
out.
Just gonna wait.
No, keep talking. This is terrible podcasting material on my part.
This is so bad. But like, who cares at this point?
I know you're
This
not
really
here
is.
for the
This is a
podcast.
filler. This is a filler issue until we get to like 300. 300 is the big event.
Yeah. Here we go.
Um,
Lock phone to resume. Oh my god, I completely fucked this up, man. Something's going on. Just show me.
Okay. First one, you've seen this, Christine.
Stephen King's Christine. Yes.
Stephen King's
I've seen
Christine,
this.
which was adapted obviously into a movie. Stephen King wrote the book. John Carpenter directed the movie. Incredible mismatch, well, not mismatch, but incredible crossover of horror icons there. I think that's so
Yes.
cool. You saw this. I've caught up on Darth Vader except for this issue. So
Mhm.
49. 50 comes out next week and it's the last issue of the series. So I get to catch up with a physical issue in time for the last issue, which is cool.
Does Wayne sell comic books?
He's got a few there. He's got some like Judge Dredd and shit like that, which is cool.
Oh, okay.
I bought this. It was a random, it was like it was like wrapped in brown paper. It was like a Lucky Dip sort of thing. But it's a Scottish, it's a book about murders in like Scotland. It's just a bunch of
let's
like
go.
short stories. It's cool. This
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery by Stephen King. It's good. Really want. It's one of those big. Look at the fucking size of this book.
Yeah, it's
the size of my
gigantic. It's got a
head.
cat on it.
Look at that compared to like this little Scottish book.
Jesus.
David and Goliath. Okay. And then this one that you saw, which Wayne was selling once and I missed out on it. Werewolves and Shapeshifters, Encounters with the Beast Within. However, have a look at the writers there.
Neil Gaiman, George R. R. Martin. Oh my god.
Right. It's crazy. I might. Do you want me to look and see if there's other names that
Do
you know?
you can you explain to me your werewolf thing?
I just like werewolves.
I just like oh, you just like them, do you?
Oh, guess what? Bro,
Who's
guess
in here?
what?
Show the pod. It says H.P. Lovecraft.
It's
Oh,
called
God.
H.P. Lovecraft and Hunter's Cat.
It's
Interesting.
called H.P. Lovecraft's Cat. Look it up or don't.
Look it up. Google it.
It's horrible.
I just like werewolves. I think they're cool. I think they were just
They're
a
cool.
thing that I liked.
Are they
as a-
your favorite monster thing.
Well, here's the thing. There isn't really a lot of werewolf content that I actually fucking love. I just think that, like,
The concept.
yeah, as a concept, as a creature, they're so like the idea of a big beastly wolf on two legs in a forest is fucking freaky as hell to
That
me.
used to be a man too.
Yeah, I think that's just so cool. Like it's that inhuman. Like I have the same affinity for it that I have like the concept. Have you heard the concept of a not deer? It's like a
No.
creepypasta thing, a not deer. It's like a deer that looks like any other deer and then just stands up on two legs and can walk
Ugh.
bipedally. And it's just
Okay.
like it's just creepy, creepy shit like that. I like that stuff a lot.
Do you
Um,
do you like the Hulk, man? Like, come on. You like I think you gotta
I,
look at
I
the Hulk. Read some Hulk books.
but this is why Werewolf by Night was like a 10 out of 10 thing to me because it's just a werewolf. Like
Yeah.
people are probably like, "Woo, Marvel." I'm like, werewolf.
I'm
He's like
big
a wolf.
on I love Draculas. I think they're so cool. Just
You like a
vampires and
Dracula.
shit. I think that I don't know. I think vampires are cool. That's my
I think
opinion.
I'm gonna show you some. These are some new books I brought. I brought some new books.
Here we go.
So I have a very well-read copy of this. These aren't from Wayne's. I'll get to some Wayne stuff later. Um, yeah, I bought this. Obviously, I bought Doctor Sleep the other day, so I bought The Shining, which is going to be my yeah, hell yeah. This is my
So
next book.
should we read it at the same time?
Oh my God, we could do a book club on The
Yeah.
Shining.
How quickly do you think you read books?
Um, well, this this is the other thing I bought. I bought a new version of it.
Uh-huh.
Because the one I have is well read, and I got this cover
That looks
because it's the
really
new
good.
one. It's a great cover. Yeah, so I bought that. It has taken me a while. This will not take me as long. This might take, I want to say like 3, maybe 4 weeks.
Jeez, okay. You know what? I think
I can
I think
do.
we could do it. I think we should try.
Do you need longer or shorter? What's better for you?
Let's go 2 months. 3 months, two
Oh,
months.
easy. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
And worst comes to worst, I'll be like reading Doctor Sleep by then, and we'll just
Yeah.
like be able to talk about it anyway. Yeah, and
All
this,
right.
which
Look
I
forward
think
to
you
that.
will think is the sickest. This is a novella originally that was then republished as technically a graphic novel, but it's a novella that now has illustrated. I was going to say illustrated art, as if no art
Yes.
is with art in it. Stephen King's Cycle of the Werewolf, right?
Cycle of the
Werewolves,
Werewolf.
wolf, but it's loosely adapted into the movie Silver Bullet. However, it's got obviously, like I said, it's got illustrations in there. It's got some incredibly fucking cool art that is just
Oh
sick
damn.
shit. Um, let me find some of the
I
ones
gotta
that
get more into Stephen King, I think. I mean, I just have to get more into books. I think we talked about this last time, but I am now off of social media. I don't have any of that nonsense now. So I got
which
time to
is
read books, man.
being off social media is the best thing you've ever done because now look at that.
Yeah.
Because now I barely am checking it because I have no
Yeah.
reason to. I really checked it for the group chat, and now
Yeah,
I'm
we talked
barely.
about this. We talked about this. Hunter and I talked
Oh,
about this.
good.
We've created a group chat over iMessage now. So now it's so much better.
Look at this shit.
Yeah, that
How
looks
cool is this?
awesome. It is so
Thank you.
much better.
Oh, dude, it's so much better.
It's far superior.
Like I don't even care about we don't have like the interface of Instagram. Like no, the ability to be off social media but still be in contact with you guys is like the best thing ever. It's like the
It
only
is.
reason I have Instagram. Look at that. Look at this.
That's so sick. Yeah.
Isn't it? Isn't it? I'll find one more and then I'll fucking move on.
Yeah, it's
But
awesome.
yeah, that they are very cool. Oh, that werewolf had some
I think we
butt
should do
cheeks.
this. I think sound out in the comments if you want to see an eventual book club between me and him talking about The Shining.
The
For no
Shining,
reason.
I think I feel
Or
like
read
people
it
would
with
be.
us. You know what? I'm looking at the back of this. It's $10. Read it with us.
Yeah.
Read The Shining. Do you like the movie?
Oh, I fucking love it.
Yeah,
Love
I
it.
love it too. I have
I love it. I love Doctor Sleep.
I gotta find shit. I have a Kubrick box set of Stanley Kubrick movies.
Oh, I can.
Oh
You one of your favorite movies is a Kubrick movie.
Yes, 2001. I love
And
2001.
I don't like it that
and
much.
you think it's boring because you're a piece of shit. No, but this is The Shining in it. The Shining is like
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's got, you see
The
texture
carpet.
on it?
That's so
Yeah,
good.
it's
Yeah.
sick. And it's it got the 4K of The Shining, man. Look at that. It's great.
That's so good.
I do love this movie. I think this movie's awesome. You know
It's
what?
incredible.
Shit, man. I wish I could like watch it right now.
Dude, it's that good. It really is.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, this you'll love. I think this you'll love. Patricia and the creepy caretaker, right?
Okay,
This
it's like
is-
it's like an early 2000s weird cartoon.
it's like if Tim Burton did a book, but it's illustrated and written like an old, like a Charlie Chaplin era movie. Look at that.
Shit. Yeah, that's
How
cool.
cool does that fucking look? Now, Wayne has 2 copies of this. He has a signed like edition, limited edition, and he had this one. How much do you think he sold it to me for?
Free.
Spot on.
He just gave it to you.
He gave it to me for free. And like when he like handed it to me, I was going through it. I was like, oh my God, this is a piece of art. Like this is
Bloody
like
take it, mate. Yeah.
No, I was like really like enamored. I'm like, oh, this is beautiful the way this is constructed, right? And then he said, that's for you. And I was just like, wow, dude, that would have been so embarrassing if I went, yeah, okay, it's kind of lame. You know what I mean?
This is just a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, this looks terrible.
this is kind of whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Now here we go for the good shit.
Oh, here we go. Did you buy stuff?
Yeah, I bought stuff, and they're just like,
oh, here we go.
They are just garbage.
They're just garbage.
Harper some
bought
of them
garbage.
Like I don't even know what half of these are, right? Like this, I don't know what this is.
Ludlow's Mill.
Ludlow's Mill. In a small, sleepy Florida town, there is a ruin of an ancient mill dreaming under the hot sun, bird song trilling from the surrounding pines. Blah, 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 blah.
A novel of
Sinister,
sensual horror. Ooh.
Sinister undertone. Yes.
A book
this
is
one,
dripping.
Yellow Moon. This one, I believe, was the one that had the just... Oh, no, this one... Yeah, no, actually, it does. Far away, the Ice Cream Man music plays. Excellent.
Okay.
In one day, about 30 ragged strangers show up in the small Ohio town and 5 local boys vanish during a baseball game in the park. Underfoot, the tunnels appear. So on and so forth, evil and maybe monsters. The monsters in the dark could always see you now. Under the light of the yellow moon, you can see them. It's just like 80s
just
shit.
Just monsters and shit.
What is this?
The Funhouse. Carnival of Terror. It looks like Zordon from Power Rangers.
This one I had seen before, Effigies.
Effigies by William H. Kells.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd seen that before. I don't know if it's any good, but because we'll find out. This one I literally just bought because of the author, as you can see.
Robert Bloch. Night World.
Psycho.
I see that, yeah.
Sweet cover.
So it is actually a sweet cover.
Good.
David Wiltese, Prayer for the Dead.
I love, like, the blurb of this is just nonsense.
Pray for the dead, pray for the dead, pray for the dead, pray for the dead.
Yeah.
I like that one of the reviews is from the Irish Times and just says
just as fascinating.
Intriguing. Morbius.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally is. And then just random werewolf book.
The Last Werewolf. You can't just say, oh, I just like werewolves. You've got something with werewolves, man.
I do have something.
Do you wish you were a werewolf? Were you Team Jacob?
No.
I can't believe I said I like vampires and you said you like werewolves. We're literally Team Edward and Team Jacob.
Oh my God, we are. Oh no.
Is that the thumbnail? Anyway, should we talk
you
about
as a Dracula and me as a dude, that's good. That's good quality.
Should we talk about That's funny actually, because earlier when we were talking to Hunter, I said that Null is a symbiote Dracula.
Yeah, he is a symbiote Dracula. Yeah.
Make me Null. I'm requesting it. Anyway, Blood Hunt.
Yes, Blood Hunt is fucking good, and you were right, dude.
I said this to Hunter before we started recording, but how many times have I told all of you guys, hey guys, I'm reading this thing and it's like fucking awesome. Look at this. This is sick.
Yeah.
And you guys go,
and you should read it too.
Now,
no.
And then you read it eventually and go, dude, oh my God, Tyler, you were so right.
Hang on. You said we've gone through this before. You said you were trying to stir us up.
Yeah.
When you were telling me about that, were you telling us about this? I feel as though I was reacting with intrigue. I was like, oh, cool. You know what I mean? I was interested.
Yeah. I should have pulled the
and then it was
fucking
awesome. The backdrop of this is that I caught up on. I finished Gemma K's Doctor Strange. It's very
Yes.
good.
I'm reading.
But the
So
last
I reread Death of Doctor Strange.
Death of
I'm
Doctor Strange, good
halfway
book.
through Strange. I'm gonna definitely catch up there and read it and read his.
What did you
Doctor
think of what are you thinking of Strange so far, the clear one?
It's cool.
It's
I'm
cool.
like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm like six issues in. It's moving like kind of slow, but also things are happening very quickly.
I was gonna say you're up to the Harvestman and
The
all of
reveal
that.
just happened. I know it's like
Yeah,
it just
like
that was
that.
the last page I read where it's Steven.
It's cool, and it's cool that it actually is Steven. It's not like it's a clone, it's an evil variant. Like it just is him, and that's cool. And I think after that book gets more interesting because we're like, oh, okay, we're actually picking up. It's not just we're gonna meandering clear being Strange and like the
Yeah.
Steven thing is just left out there. Like, no, it does go somewhere, but it really does kind of just wrap up and then we're on to the next book.
I like Clea a lot. I think she's really cool.
I like
as
Clea
a
a lot
character.
too, yeah.
But I don't like her more than I really like Doctor Strange. So she's still a Doctor Strange character.
Yes. But like the last few issues of Jed MacKay's Strange were like, this takes place after Blood Hunt issue 1. I was like, look, I know what happens, but I'm gonna read the first issue just so it's like in context. And then I read that first issue and I was like, that was actually fucking sick. I gotta read that. And then I just read it all with Doctor Strange at the same time, and it was awesome.
Jed MacKay, man. So Blood Hunt.
Jed MacKay pulling out the Montesi formula. I was like, holy shit. I don't even like that book.
Jed MacKay.
Do you know when I read the Montesi formula? I read it waiting to pick someone up outside of like some sort of uni class. And a person down the street saw me sitting in my car and said, if you don't move, I'm going to fucking kill you. And then started throwing rocks at me.
Oh, nice.
It was like just a terrible experience, terrible time. I don't even like the Montesi formula. It's boring as fuck. And the Dracula issues are so painful to read. But then Jed MacKay references it here. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what Blood Hunt is just a top excellent, just good Marvel event, man. Just a good Avenger story. Just a good
King in Black.
It might be better than King in Black.
No, it is 100%.
No, Blood Hunt's good, but it doesn't have Venom combining the Silver Surfer's board and Mjolnir into an axe that is the Venom logo. And I'm never gonna forget that.
Cool. That is
cool. Which I hope happens in Venom 3 somehow.
It will not.
It will not happen.
It will not. That's not happening.
But I still do love Blood Hunt, dude. I think Blood Hunt is, first of all, I was so fucking happy that it was like 2 months. It was like a good 2 months. It started in May. It ended in July.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. And that it felt like because you realize at this point, for so many comics, the trick of it, what the writers have to do today is still make us feel the stakes, because we know the stakes are bullshit because the universe is literally ended. So the fact that we still read these issues and go, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Or what are they going to do to get out of this pickle?
How are they going to get out of this one?
Yeah, exactly. And that Jed MacKay and all these guys still have the gas in the tank to be like, to take us on a ride that we've never seen before. In 60 years of storytelling is so crazy, man. I think they're so good. For me, the peak of that book is that insane Sam Wilson speech.
Oh, that speech is excellent. Yeah, just him going, when Galactus showed up, we said no.
When No showed up, we said
when
no.
No showed up, we said nope. Yeah, oh, so
and
good.
I just love when he said, if you take our lives, we'll be avenged. I'm like, oh
yeah, man, dude, it's good. It is really good.
Yeah, man. I was so into it. I was so into it. Pepe, I know we talked about it, you and I.
Exactly.
For me, Pepe is the fucking GOAT. He's the man. I think there's no one out there doing it like Pepe Larraz. I just will read anything he draws.
Let me think. Someone doing it as good as him.
He drew
Greg Land.
You know what? Shit. I don't think there's anyone else doing it as good as Pepe. No, but honestly, I think Pepe, for me, he's like this is gonna be controversial, but like I like him more than I like Dan Mora. I know Dan Mora is the
Yeah,
guy.
I can do that.
Pepe's the
Oh,
man for
dude.
me. Like when I read House of X for the first time and I saw Pepe's art, I was just like, it was just it.
There was
Love him.
someone I thought of the other day, art wise, that I thought was Marvel's Dan Mora, but I don't fucking remember
Chichetto?
who it was. No, it wasn't Chichetto. It was like a similar style as well.
Interesting.
Fuck.
Is he on a big book? Is it Valerio Shitty?
No, it's not Valerio Shitty.
Is it Steve McNiven? Just naming artists. Is he right? Is he drawing books now?
I don't remember who it was.
Is he drawing books now?
Probably. He's an artist.
Probably. What's a book he's drawn?
That's what I mean. I don't know. I don't remember who
What's
it
a
is. I don't remember
character?
anything about
What is his
it.
art style? What are you talking about?
Like Dan Mora, but it's not Dan Mora.
What's a character he's fucking drawn? What are you thinking of in your head?
I don't know. I've got nothing. That's what I'm telling
my
you. I don't know. I don't
Brian
know.
Stegman.
It's no. It's no.
I don't know, man. I'm lost. I'm sad.
I'm gonna look through my phone, but in the meantime, I'm gonna talk about how you doxed me.
Oh, okay, yes. But while we're trying
Because
to find who this artist is.
Because I posted I sent a photo from where I was walking around in my
Yeah.
town of a place that had JD in the name of it.
Yes,
and then
we
you
talked about this
fucking-
actually.
Oh, you talked about it with Hunter, yeah.
Hunter said for the audience to send in their nearest JD stores.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember what mine was called, but also I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
Dude, I have no idea. Maybe it was
Chichetto?
Oh no.
McNiven?
No. I don't
Anyway.
know. No, it wasn't McNiven. I don't even like McNiven, dude.
I like him.
I think he's all right.
You're
Maybe
the
it was
worst.
Raphael Ienko.
You're the worst.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was just Vader that I was thinking of.
Come on, man.
It might have actually been, but yeah, Ienko who does Vader. Like, look at that. Dude. No one draws Vader as good as he does.
I'll catch up on it.
You don't like it doesn't really make sense until you read like other issues where other people do the art, and they just don't draw
Vader
the
as
helmet
well.
and everything as well. Like,
Yeah.
they always draw it so that it's. Do you want to see this? This is sick, right?
You're insane. You weren't even you forgot to tell them how I doxed you.
Oh yeah, you doxed me. Yeah. I don't know how you did. I mean, you just looked at the stores that were behind me. I assume you
Yeah, and I
searched
found you on the map.
the name and you found exactly where
I was just laying down. I
was.
was like, I'm gonna find this place. I want to see how far you are from me. You're 10,000 miles away.
Yeah, I'm a little bit away, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like we live in other countries.
Around the world, dude.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
It's far.
it's okay.
I
It's a
know.
bit, yeah.
I know. It's far.
I think you will even like this.
Oh,
I think you, Darth Vader hater, will even
yeah,
like
sure.
this.
Famous Darth Vader hater, me.
There's a telepathic lady in this book, right? Administrator Moore. She starts having like a psychic force attack. And she says they're screaming. And it's talking about these people that have had their consciousnesses like buried in their bodies because there's a droid brain controlling them. And Vader is using them. So they're like, you know that part in Get Out when he's sent to the sunken place?
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
And the droid says, your limited telepathic sensitivity must be putting you in touch with the trapped consciousnesses of their organic brains. Are they saying anything interesting? And then she says, no words, just terrible fear and terrible anger. And then, and she goes, you don't understand the strain of it. And she says, does it not affect Vader? And the droid says, he's vastly more force sensitive than Administrator Moore. So I imagine he's experiencing 1,000-fold of her pain, but he is Lord Vader. I can hardly imagine he cares. But then you see Vader like actually feeling all of their pain.
God.
And it's like, because this is heading towards Return of the Jedi, it's like,
Yeah.
maybe he does give a
He's on,
shit.
He's
Like,
on a path
yeah.
of redemption. Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's good stuff.
I'll get to it.
Oh, I took this video for you, bro.
What is it? Oh, Conan, let's go.
Watch, ready?
Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
No. No. Look, I'm dying.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love that for you, man.
I kind of failed to see what this has to do with Blood Hunt.
I don't know either. Do you want to see a photo of me from my Ring camera?
Sure. Oh, that looks like an AI, dude. Looks like an AI image. Ew.
Anyway, Blood Hunt is excellent.
Yeah,
It was not. I think it was good to read because obviously catching up on all these books now, it was nice to read an event where I'm like, oh yeah, I just caught up on Iron Man. I caught up on Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
The Doctor Strange events are tying in. Tony's in the Mysterium armor. I'm like, oh yeah, like it's a cohesive fucking universe. It feels so cool to be
And
in, man.
do you feel like you're caught up on the universe now? You feel like you're like, oh, I'm down running. I know
I
where we're
feel
going.
I feel like I am, even though it's just my guys. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like,
but your
I know
guys are
all
at
of
the
my
center of
guys.
this right now.
They are, yeah, that's true. That is true. I think like the next things I want to read. What do you want to talk about with Blood Hunt, actually? All I've said is it's sick.
It's a great book, and read it.
Blade is the villain. Is interesting.
Blade is the villain. I'm reading the recent Blade series, which is hilarious actually, because I would think of Blade as a popular enough Marvel character, right?
Mm.
But they do the legacy numbering in this Blade series, and it's like issue 30.
What?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
The man is in like 4 movies and a TV series.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is nuts. Is that right?
Yeah, legacy numbering is like he's got like 30, 40 issues overall.
No way. Blade Comics. That means
Yeah,
Werewolf by Night has like 5 times more comic books.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah. But it's a good book actually. I think you would like it. Actually, in the issue that I'm fucking on in that book, Doctor Strange just showed up.
Oh, oh fuck yeah. I
Yeah.
see what it is. It's like he's in Tomb of Dracula, which is the one that
Yes.
crossed over with Montesi Formula, your Marvel preview, Doctor Strange, blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah, blah
Yeah.
bunch of shit.
He just showed up. Doctor Strange just showed up in Blade, and they have to do a heist on a train.
Fuck yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, and Doctor Strange keeps like being rude to them, and they're like, and there's a point where Blade's just like, dude, what is your problem? And,
Why are you such an asshole?
Blade's just like, it's just, or Strange is just, it's just like vampire shit. It's just you guys kill like they just kill a lot of people. It just kind of
fuck him. Fuck him.
It just bothers me. Here's what I wanted to ask you though, related to Doctor Strange, because I've been thinking about Doctor Strange all day, because I know we both love that character. I watched a video on the original, allegedly, again, I don't really know this, but the original plans for a Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you kind of a broader question outside of Doctor Strange. Okay. Is there a comic book movie that they didn't make that you really wish you could see? Because the Doctor Strange...
Is this the second thing that you wanted to talk about?
Is that second thing, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Doctor Strange, the original I know you and I really love Multiverse of Madness. I think it's awesome.
I saw those plans. I don't think they're bad. I really don't. I
still think it's a good and
like,
also you sent the thing where the naked X-Men guy was talking about how he wanted to Bo DeMayo was talking about how they wanted to have Nightmare in it as a Doctor Strange variant, and I actually think that's a kind of a cool idea, and I think Nightmare would have been a really good villain. But yeah, this guy he's laughing. I got him there.
The naked X-Men guy.
Yeah, Bo DeMayo.
Oh, that is actually exactly what he is. My God.
But yeah, I think I kind of wish they could have got to Nightmare at some point.
I do too, but I like the evil Doctor Strange we get. I do wish he was in it more.
Yeah, and Clea.
But I really
like Clea already,
we don't
man.
talk about that, do we?
Yeah. I like Charlize as Clea, the idea of it, I guess, but I want to fucking see them in a movie together.
That's the thing. Yeah,
because them two together, I buy that immediately.
I buy it immediately too, and like if you sell us on that as like a partnership, bro, I would be so fucking in for it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I know
because like Marvel and romance, like that Marvel hasn't really like Tony Stark just settled down and him and Pepper were just happy, and we never really got like we didn't. The love story was kind of gone at that point. I think the most investing is Star-Lord and Gamora. I think.
Oh, I was gonna say it's Peter and MJ. At least by the end. No, but by the end, I'm like,
it's tragic, but like I'm not in for the love story, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Peter and Gamora is a good one. Yeah. I mean,
I can't think of any others.
The way they get to the
Peggy
end
and Steve,
of Steve and Peggy. Yeah, at least the way they get to the ending there was worth it. But yeah, and also like the only kind of superhero romance, I guess, is Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know,
Yeah.
no, give me Strange and Cleo.
Yeah,
But we
100%.
talked about how Strange is like a Stephen Strange is a very interesting character because he's kind of arcless. I feel like we've talked about this before. Where
Arcless and kind of ageless as well. Like
yeah,
his role is to be a perpetual shield against supernatural threats
yeah,
for all of humanity
he's
forever.
just the guy that everyone goes to deal with their magic shit.
Yeah.
And so, like in a sense, like I think we used this phrase at one point where he's kind of like a James Bond in a sense where it's like he goes through the story, he doesn't need to change by the end of it. And it's really, even though we love Stephen Strange, he's such a great character. I'm not in it because I think Steven's gonna learn some lesson, even though a lot of times he does. I'm in it because I
He
want to see
does,
what
yeah.
kind of crazy adventure he's going on.
I think you'll really like the Jed McKay run for that. Like that last
Character
issue where
stuff,
obviously it's set after Blood Hunt. Him talking about the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme and how Clea feels about it now that he doesn't have it. I think I think you'll really appreciate. I think you'll be like, "Fuck yeah, Jed
Hell
McKay!"
yeah.
Like that is the heart of that character.
I'm
Like
excited.
there's one page in particular where it's just, "Ugh, wish I could fucking show you, but you need to experience it." So I look forward to us talking about it. But it's just
Yes.
like something Clea says, and you just like you read it and you're like, "Yeah, that's right.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, Doctor Strange." As for movie that
Yeah.
they didn't make that I want to see, fuck man.
I always thought that the New Gods movie that they canceled could have been something really good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
because I imagine New Gods as like a really big story, but like
The Trench.
the Trench, the Aquaman spin off the Trench,
The Trench. Yeah, what about that?
the Snyder cut of Justice League.
We got that.
We did get that.
I
Man
don't,
of
dude,
Steel
that is
2.
really hard. Like this, ugh, God, no, fuck that. There's like plenty of idea. Like we never have had confirmed that Spider-Man 4 was going to be Daredevil Spider-Man versus the Kingpin, but like that as an idea is something that I would be like, yeah, do
I mean,
that.
they might
I want
make
to see
it. We
that.
just got a director. That's
We
what we talked
did.
about.
Oh
We
yeah,
want the
that's
movie
good
to be.
news. That's cool
Yeah.
news, man.
Yeah, we said Hunter and I said that's like the movie. It really should just be Spider-Man, Daredevil, Kingpin movie.
I 100% am sure it's going to be a wacky multiverse thing. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. And it's yeah.
Dude, that's a really fucking hard question.
I've seen so many videos on these canceled comic book movies. Like, have you ever looked into the history of all the Iron Man movies they've tried to make?
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I remember like all the rumors at the time of like an Iron Man 4. And like while I don't think you need it, I think I would have liked to see them do something like
Proper Armor Wars.
Tony Stark by the start of Phase 2 does not have his own movie despite being the main character of that universe.
Yeah, so he's just
Like,
be
yeah,
in
I did
those
want
movies.
Amul. I did want like real Mandarin, considering they did set up real Mandarin. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Well,
don't
what
like I
would have
didn't
been your
need.
perfect Iron Man 4 then?
Oh,
And this would have taken place, let's say, like, right before Civil War. Post Ultron, before Civil War, let's say.
I'm gonna say
Still Iron Man at that point, right? Yeah, he's still
yeah.
Iron Man. He's not on the
no.
Avengers anymore.
For some reason, the first thing that came to mind was the Len Kaminsky one where he gets shot.
Okay.
And they think he's dead, but he gets shot in the spine and he's paralyzed from the waist down.
Oh yes. Oh, and that goes
and then
into what's it called?
he has to
Armor
pilot
Wars
the
2.
armor, and then he's got the modular. Fuck Armor Wars 2. That doesn't matter. Oh man, I don't know. What a
You would have got the
perfect.
Mandarin in there, right?
I suppose so, but also like if you just did fake Mandarin in the last movie, like you like maybe just leave it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I really wish we could have gotten. I know we're going to get him, but Zeke Stain, and
Yeah.
do Armor Wars, and he's. I mean, if it was like 2017 MCU, he definitely would have been some weird Ironmonger 2, which is kind of
Oh, I've
boring.
got it.
But
I've
yeah,
got it.
here we go.
I've got it. It's stupid. Forgive me for it being stupid, but if there was one story that like I'm like, oh yeah, do Iron Man again for that, it probably would be Doom Quest.
Doom. Oh
Because it's the only thing I can think of that is big enough to warrant a fourth movie. If that
You
makes
want
sense.
Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
doing his own buddy comedy.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're telling a fourth movie, I know Thor: Love and Thunder was about nothing, but
Yeah.
like, I feel like if
No,
we're gonna
it's
do a
not.
fourth Iron Man, you have to make it. It's not just him fighting the fucking Crimson Dynamo, or
Yeah.
I guess you could do Armor Wars, but like, you've kind of done Armor Wars twice a little bit.
Yep.
Because both like he's just having his technology stolen
And
constantly.
they're
Actually,
gonna
it's the third
still
Iron-
do Armor Wars too, apparently.
Yeah, I think that's
Brody.
getting canned. That's getting canned for sure, 100%.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
I fully believe it. Hey, you sent a video the other day where they were talking about when the Punisher turned black. They had that statue in the background too, remember?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Yes, they did. Anyway, this besides the point.
Oh.
Yeah, Doom Quest. There we go.
That's your Iron Man 4.
Or Reoccurring Nightmare, which is the sequel to Doom Quest.
Would you
I guess Doom, the 4-issue miniseries, which is a threequel to Doom Quest.
or Infamous Iron Man? maybe,
Iron Man, which is bad.
which is bad. Famous. Let's just say it. Mephisto looks at the camera and he
Looks at the
says,
camera
"Oh,
and
you
tells
you
you.
wasted your time. Fuck this book."
It's Game of Thrones, yeah.
I do. We bring it up. This is now this has become our running joke now.
It really has, yeah.
Yeah, you already brought it up. I just realized.
Yeah, no, I did bring it up. I think that's why I brought up Game of Thrones. I think that was the
Yeah.
connection, is because they did the Mephisto thing. Point to the camera and go, this does not matter.
But I guess Iron Man 4 would have been cool. I mean, in a perfect world, you still want, Iron Man movies, even post Robert Downey Jr.
No.
No.
Why would I want that?
You don't want endless Iron Man movies?
No, you know my thoughts on this. You know I am I'll take what I can get and then don't fuck it up. Like, don't keep it going. Just leave it alone.
Really? No, I would take a million Iron Man movies. I'd take one a day.
No, I wouldn't.
I would, played by anybody.
No.
I don't care.
I don't want them. I don't want them to destroy the thing that I care about.
But I think there'll be good ones and there'll be bad ones.
Yeah, but I don't want the trade-off. I don't want people
They're
to be
already
like,
bad ones.
just because you're a fan of James Bond, there is no Iron Man movie worse than the worst James Bond movie.
Probably not. I mean, what's the
No,
worst
obviously
one?
not. The worst Iron Man movie is still like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like, none of them are bad. You know what I mean?
The worst Iron Man movie is probably like a good Quantum of Solace, probably. So
yeah, wow, that is such a weirdly accurate fucking description. Didn't
movies
Iron
with
Man
no scripts.
Quantum of Solace come out like right around the same time?
The first Iron Man, I think so. Yeah.
Did it? I thought, when did Quantum of Solace come out? I thought that was 2010.
That was like 2007.
Oh, okay.
No,
Wow.
maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
When does? No, actually, no. I think you are right.
Yeah.
2008. Yeah, you're spot on.
Damn, 2008 came out the same year as Iron Man. Same year as The Dark Knight, Quantum of Solace.
Yeah, that's not great for them.
I can't. I don't know. I don't know if you also really wanted it as a kid, but Spider-Man 4, Tobey Maguire,
No.
Spider-Man 4, really
Fuck.
never. I remember seeing fan posters of like Carnage and just being like,
No.
and being completely tricked.
Woody
by
Harrelson or bust.
Yeah, no, I agree. Were you the type of kid? Well, I guess I don't know if you would have been a kid. I was definitely a kid when that was the era. You were older than me though, but just like the era where it was like fake movie trailers for like
Oh no,
superhero
I remember them. I remember
falling for
friends of
them?
mine being like, "Did you see the trailer for?" And then it was the most obvious like fake edit, and I'm like, "Dude,
Yeah, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the movie, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Such
I remember
bullshit.
remember recently we had all those Godzilla Kong ones where it was just both of them had wings and then like a machine gun.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think of my answer to my own question.
Yeah, it's tricky. Like,
I think what could have been really good if they got a different guy for it. I would genuinely have liked to have seen at least one good fucking Henry Cavill Superman movie.
yeah. No.
Is that you think that's the biggest drop ball maybe they've ever done, either of them?
In terms of casting versus like
Content versus, how good it was.
Yes, because I think Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man is better than any Henry Cavill.
Well, yeah, you've said this, that at least Andrew got one.
Andrew got one, and then he got to return for a cool crossover. Like, when
Yeah.
you think about it, Andrew is actually batting 2 for 3. That's not
Yeah,
bad. That's not bad.
but
Henry is batting
0
none
for
for
4?
none, unless you count the Snyder cut, and then maybe it's a 1 for 4.
Yeah, and it was a shame. We all knew that Henry Cavill should have been a better Superman.
Yeah.
No matter what side of the fence you were on.
No, but like,
Yeah.
I remember, like, I don't know how old I was when it came out. What, 2013? I would have been like 15, 16. But I remember at the time just being like, oh, he doesn't
was
really say
12.
anything. Wow. He doesn't, I was like, oh, he doesn't really say anything or do anything. He's just kind of like quiet and brooding. I remember like at the
Yeah.
time being like, this is just whatever. And I had a friend, I think I've told you this story, but like,
Yeah.
I was like sitting with a group of friends and they're all like, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. And I turned to one and he just looked at me and went,
No. Yeah, you have
so
told us that.
funny. It's so funny.
Because I love the idea of a good, like, give me an entire arc of Henry Cavill where he becomes a dad, where he gets John, where they go through everything, and you know what I mean? I know,
Yeah.
as if. I know exactly though, as if. It sucks.
It does. Feels bad.
It does feel bad, but you know what? I guess we got a good one too.
How does it feel being a Superman fan that has less good movies than Iron Man?
I'm getting over it because I genuinely think that the movie next year is going to be better than any of those Iron Man movies. So
Even the first one?
I think James Gunn can make a better Superman movie than the first Iron Man.
But do you think it's going to be?
I do.
Okay. Wow.
Listen, I like the first
yeah.
Iron Man a lot.
Here we go.
But I think it's a pretty good movie. I don't think any of them are on the higher tier of
you also think 2001: A Space Odyssey is the best movie ever made.
I do it.
Shit. So
hey man, that's just
it's shit. It's bad diarrhea.
That was an Iron Man reference. That was a reference to an actor.
I missed it.
I said, hey, that's just like your opinion, man.
Opinion. Excellent.
Thanks.
Yeah. How was the Hunter segment of this episode?
Way more energy, I gotta say.
Sorry.
No, it is late.
I don't. Which of us is the low energy one? I feel like I'm here. Like I could talk about anything, but neither of us have anything to talk.
I know. I'm tired. I did say I was gonna. I did wait to be on this, but yeah. I reckon we got.
I'm glad we did it. How long was the Hunter segment?
Probably like 40, 50 minutes.
Okay, that's good. So we have hobbled together an episode.
Yes.
Honestly, I think the biggest thing to come from this is that you and I are just probably going to continue making content separate to the other two.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, Hunter can't be on the podcast next week, can he?
Oh God, he did say that, right?
It's going to be a you and I episode. You know it is. There's no fucking way JD's showing up.
Yeah, Jesus. All right. Well,
excellent.
Send
in your questions to @AHeroStory on Instagram. We'll answer them next week on A Hero Story episode 285.
Yes, 285 next week.
So it's 283 this time. Can I look up the Iron Man cover?
Yeah.
Because this is
it's 284 this time.
Oh, it's 284 this. Are you sure?
100%. Yeah, I looked at it before. Hundo P.
Oh, bro, no way.
What's the 284 cover? Let's see.
Literally speak of the fucking devil.
The death of Anthony Stark.
It's literally that one, bro. That's
awesome.
Crazy. It's a good issue. Dude, look at this. That issue is the issue where Rhodey suits up in it for the first time.
That's awesome. As War Machine.
But Iron Man lives again, bro. Fuck awesome. Yeah, dude. That run. Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a question for you before we end this.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the debate?
Why are people eating dogs?
I guess we'll see. Anyway,
I spoke to Wayne about that.
What did he say? Please tell me, Wayne. All right, listen. Please tell me Wayne said the right thing.
Wayne said something like, "Yeah, there's a lot of memes about that one, isn't there?" He's just like, and I said something like, "I don't know what bro's yapping about."
They're eating the dogs. All right. We got too political. Sorry.
Yeah,
We
we
missed
did.
the mark.
My favorite part was the electricity one. Like I love. Was it like? Was it the wind? Was it like wind powered electricity?
Yeah, he says that. God, he says that we shouldn't build windmills because they're killing the birds.
Yeah,
And
and then
you
he
ever
was
want
like,
to
"Have
see
you
a
seen?"
bird cemetery? Go to the bottom of a windmill. I
That
looked
was the
this
part.
up. I looked this up real quick. One in every 12,000 birds gets killed by a windmill. Meanwhile, one in every 5 birds gets killed by a cat. So, which one do you really think is more
Ban
dangerous?
the cats. No, it's my favorite part. I was literally watching it at work, and he did the like this was it? I don't know if it was wind or if it was solar or whatever it was, but it was like this electricity. It's terrible. Actually, I love it. I love
Solar.
it. Have you seen
Yeah,
it?
he said.
Have you
Yeah.
seen it? It was solar. I was just like, what do you
All
want?
right.
See, I'm not a so I don't actually have to give a shit. I just think it's funny.
Yeah, I'm getting to the
Just
point
look at it
where
as a meme. Like it
it's
matters for you guys. Like we in other countries just go like, wow, this is fucking stupid as, but it
Yeah, but-
matters to you guys.
yeah.
So fun.
God. Wow. What a good way to end it. See you guys next week.
They're killing the birds.